I make some comment on how wonderful that was, and then I say like, I'm going to perform some poetry for you all that I've written about being a bard. And I found actual poetry online, but I don't really know how much you guys want to get into this or whatever.
It's up to you.
Do
If you
it.
want to speed through it, we can. If you want to read it, you can.
Okay, well, it's 3 stanzas. I'll just do the last stanza. Oh, thus the bards and their charmed cells think of their lyres, not of men. Oh, thus the bards in their hidden cells forget the workers in life's glen. They sing their songs to please themselves, and not to please the world's dull ear. They sing their songs to soothe their souls, not dreaming of the listeners near.
I lean over to Callum, and I'm like, I lean over to Callum, and I like, hey, do you got any water in there? Watch this, it'll be funny. And I dip my I pour some on my hand and I like wipe my face with it. And whenever Bollo turns, I'm gonna pretend to be like just sobbing. And I kind of lean over and I wipe my face and I'm like, that was good.
I don't show you any emotion, but inside I'm very happy, and I think that there's something.
Okay.
And I kind of sticker.
As the light spell fades to darkness, I open up the lantern and let the light shine from inside the cart onto the white canvas. So it's a bright white light. And I open up the puppet show in front of that, so it casts a shadow up across the white canvas sheet. And I start to play. Across the screen, Valandry Castle, and an airship launching and flying away from it. Going towards, carries on through the sky, and it drops down into a scene between the armies of the Endless March and the troops, the good troops, Mithor Hall and Valandry. As the march it comes and shows no sign that the battle soon will wean, gnomes and dwarves and even elves soar above the scene. Flying proud like a cloud above the trees, they ride the breeze, a sight that makes the enemy freeze. And it goes into a scene of the airships firing arrows and ballistae, firing bombs and everything like this. With their eyes alight, our protectors fight with renewed hope of reprieve. But the endless march, they retreat the beat, was intended to deceive. Another bomb from the airship falls, and there's a massive, and I put the flawless ruby that you just gave me on top of the lens, so it creates this red light, massive explosion shadow. And I pull it away, and it cuts to a scene of the orcs retreating, and the airship armada pursuing after them. In pursuit of the enemy rout, the armada never had a doubt, at least until they heard the shout. With nary a chance to take a breath and scream, "Look out!" The ship exploded in the sky, and then came the war cry. And then a lot of troops now come across in the shadow form of all Endless March troops coming in from one side, with a large cloaked figure in the midst. One ship, two ship, three ship, four. The sailors shaken to their core. With swift reaction, they made the action to evade and lose no more. The ships start turning about and start retreating from this. Like ships exploding in the background. So it's kind of like these little clockwork things, and they start popping apart as they go along the track. Somber they return to base, shattered hearts shone on their face. Ports soon came flooding back, the endless marches pressed attack. A new weapon has been deployed. The armada near destroyed, mixed with mournful cries about the loss of those sailors of the skies. And it kind of closed the lantern slowly upon the castle scene as it cuts back and the light fades out.
It was so sad. Oh.
Okay, so you can unmute now.
That was awesome.
Holy shit!
That was so awesome.
That was so sad.
Make a performance check with advantage.
And with my D6 if you want.
Yeah, that's why I needed it. So performance is only a +2.
As he rolls, I like lean over to Bollo here, and I'm like, he was so much better than you.
I'm a little wounded, and you can probably see it on my face, but I lean over and I go, and it was absolutely better than me.
I rolled a 23.
Well, he got a nat 1, so.
I was not expecting this.
So as he stabs you, you take the hit and then just reach out with one arm and grab the axe beak around the neck, and you can see as it sort of looks over you, to fear and surprise in its eyes, and York is just sitting there like utter confusion on its face. What do you do?
I just kind of grab him and stop him, and then I kind of roar and bonus action my rage.
Okay. So yeah, so you see as this axe beak runs up and stabs Garzhvog, Garzhvog just leans into the hit and takes it in the shoulder and grabs onto this animal, moving at like 20 miles an hour with both hands, and just brings it to a dead stop and lifts its feet like an inch off the ground and just roars into Orc's face. Callum, what'd you say?
Yes, thank you. Seeing this happen, because I'm like right next to him, I'm still up on my cart, so I kind of have a little bit of height that I normally wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I look at Garzhvog, and I pull out a frag bomb, and I hand it to the orc. Here you go! Let it go! And hit it on the ass.
Do you let it go, Garzhvog?
Yeah, I'm gonna let it go.
Okay.
Kitty,
The orc, too confused, just sort of grabs it, and the axe beak takes off in utter fear, not going towards people, not going to anything, just trying to get away from Garzhvog as soon as possible. And about 80 feet down the road, you hear you see a dust cloud go up, and he takes out another axe beak that was next to him.
Okay.
Well, if anybody can notice features that far, I am, like, if I was already in a rage, I am absolutely fucking livid right now. And I am hauling ass at those two kobolds that I see.
Did you roll for insanity?
No, but I probably should.
Okay, so you get up to the two kobolds, and they look like they're about to scatter.
I grab them both. Can I grab them both?
Oh.
Can I
Make two
two-hand
strength checks. Make two strength checks, or make a strength check, and they'll each make a dexterity check.
Would Lander know that they speak Draconic?
20.
You wouldn't know necessarily. 20. You managed to successfully just grab both of them.
I'm gonna slam
grab
their
one
ass.
around the mid and one around the head.
I'm gonna just start beating them together into like cymbals, like a cymbal monkey.
You you just smash them together, and you can hear both skulls cave in as you just toss their limp bodies to the ground.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. Both of you guys roll your attack.
Which I get to add 6 to. Fucking idiot. Whoa, nat 20 on the, oh, it's just the attack thing. Fucking 26.
Nat 20 is that's where you want it. Because
Yeah.
now you did a critical damage, so you double your dice on your damage.
Oh, cool, I didn't
So
know
roll
that.
the
Yeah.
so roll the d6.
Okay.
What'd you get?
4.
8 plus 4, so 12 damage. How do you want to do this?
Hey, yeah. Okay, so just set the scene for me between.
So the axe beak had fallen, and the orc hit the ground and rolled, came up with a flaying spear and jabbed at Maggie, hitting her in the stomach. Maggie slashed him across the throat, and the small mechanical dog had bit down on his ankle.
So
Oh.
he's kind of like, so he's probably like shoulder first to me right now, like going across.
Yeah, he's right shoulder towards Maggie, and Maggie is slightly to the side.
Is his mouth
Like
open? You think?
this?
Yeah.
I want to shoot him right in the fucking mouth.
Alright, the crossbow just sinks right in and just falls over, and the spear goes limp to the ground.
Oh, cool.
Maggie, as you're about to go in for
What's the problem?
The
Cat
crossbow
dagger
bolt sinks. Maggie, as you're going in for another strike, the crossbow bolt sinks right into the open mouth of the orc, and the orc's head snaps back and falls as you hear from behind you the snide remark from Bollo.
Okay.
Oligarchy over
Uh,
Whoa, what happened?
Well,
Callum
what
left.
happened
Alright, anyways. Callum is starting to descend the stairs now.
All I did was hit unmute.
Alright, Garzhvog, you're now facing another hole in the wall.
I'm dismantling.
Actually, Hunter, this is not what I was going to do. I was going to do one last look around for any straggling kobolds.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Thank you.
I can't see him. I don't know if the
I
bag
like
is so
that,
huge.
He has like the extra super value pack. Like
What is going on with my camera?
like that's like the bag that like Sam's Clubs go to buy. Like the next level up. Like that's the boss bag.
Okay, so now I'm down the stairs.
You are
Yeah, I see the log.
Do you see the door?
Yes, I see the door.
fast.
Do you see the log?
Fast.
Yes, I see the log.
Put log through door.
Why do I need log? And I'm just gonna start charging at the door and lower my head.
Because it's in the way and the door could be trapped, you big man.
Roll your attack, Garzhvog.
Remember last time?
Callum,
Last night when I was in trouble someone? Remember that time?
16?
Couldn't hear you.
16.
Hunter, what did you tell me to do?
I said Callum's words fall on deaf ears as
Yeah, no shit.
Garzhvog's horns are lowered.
You big wall of man meat, go fine.
Fucking trunkheads.
I come thundering past Bollo.
Okay.
And I'm lowering my
I'm
head.
gonna go out of your way to get near me, but
Okay. All right, roll. You got a 16 on the door. Roll damage. Actually, no. Don't even worry about it. Roll a strength check.
Damage 450.
23.
With a belching roar, Garzhvog just head slams the door, which was open, and as it swings in, shatters into 1,000 pieces.
I could have done that. You
Fucking brilliant.
I do want to point out though that no one here knows that the door was. It could have been locked.
Thanks, sir.
It could have been locked. I could break
Is this
the
how you
lock.
open doors, you stupid stump? You just fucking
I
lied.
walk over and inspect the door, lock, to see if it was locked.
It was not.
It wasn't even
How can
locked,
you
you
tell-
big dumb
How
fool.
can he tell the door disintegrated?
No, but
The iron plate of lock did not.
Garzhvog and Garzhvog, you are now in the room because you had to charge through. You were moving.
Yeah.
So you charge through. You
I
are
can't
in
see.
a dimly lit. You are in
can't see in
a
dark vision?
large, dimly lit room.
Oh.
I hear him make that noise. Bolo, go back him up.
Go back him up. Against what?
Whatever made him just happy.
Oh, Jesus.
He's only happy when he's bloody.
Same.
You should have been ready.
Shut up. Don't talk to me about listening and preparing.
I don't think anyone was ready for the door ram, let alone the kobolds who got a nat 1 on initiative.
Oh my god.
That is probably not.
Don't they have like
It's directly in front of this one.
I'm gonna pick him up and rip him in half.
Make a strength check.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Yes!
what
You
a
see
time to be
Garzhvog
alive?
just stomp over his Tetsubo still on his back. He just stomps over with one hand, reaches down, grabs the head of the kobold, and lifts it into the air. And as he's pulling it up, he reaches out with his left hand, grabs the leg, and just rips the head off the small creature, throws it behind him, and drops the body on the ground.
It's not even fun, man. What are you doing?
I just duck out of the way a little bit while the head comes flying at me.
I do.
He wants
The
to
one,
take
it's the one against the wall.
Can that be a grapple? Does a grapple count as an attack?
A grapple would be your action, but technically you can't do damage with the grapple. I was counting your other ones as just an unarmed strike.
I think he wants to use it as a weapon to beat the other guy with.
Yeah, can I use him as the weapon? Can I use the other guy as a
It
weapon?
would be your action to grab hold, and then next turn you could beat him with him.
Alright,
Grapple.
so you're saying I can? Is that what you're saying?
So what you're saying is there's
I
a
am
chance.
saying that you could beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Alright,
Yo, Trunkhead, grab the bigger guy.
so
You're
I'm gonna
saying there's
grab
a
the
chance.
one that's trying to dip away of him.
Roll a strength check.
Listen to me, man.
You succeed.
19.
Don't even tell me the number. It doesn't matter. You got a nap. As you dive into the hole, you grab the leg of this one and just pull him out.
He was not expecting that.
Your hand is like half the size of him.
It's so tiny.
No, it's not. It's not like half the size of him. It's like you take up the whole of his leg though. It's like a third.
I'm the dude beating the dude with the other dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you can beat him up.
All right.
I
Are you
need to
gonna
quote
move
that.
anywhere, or
You
is
can
that
write
it?
shit there. I'm
What?
telling you.
Are you going anywhere else, or is that it? I'm gonna put the skull and crossbones on the one that is now your weapon.
That was an attack of opportunity, right?
Oh yeah, it was
So-
attack. I forgot it's not your turn.
So it's
The,
not my turn.
By the way, kobolds count as improvised weapons if you're wondering.
Oh, cool.
Good.
Okay.
Fuck, man, you got it snacks.
I want to make sure everyone fully understands the scenario. Garzhvog is over here grabbing this guy, ignoring someone slashing at his calves, ripping him out of a hole, and Bollo is just calmly walking, like slowing down to his side, away from the situation towards the dome.
I mean,
know where this is going.
Fuck it over.
I also want to make sure everyone realizes that Garzhvog is 5 feet taller than the kobolds.
Yeah.
A whole 5 feet.
He's a whole me. He's a whole me taller than the
Yes.
this thing.
I can see.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Hammer this other one with that one.
Roll an attack.
23.
Jesus Christ. That's like your magic number tonight.
Dude,
What do
what's
I-
your
Thor.
turn?
Or it's fucking. What's his name?
It's Hulk with
Hulk
Loki.
With Loki.
Yeah, with
yeah.
Loki. Yeah. 1d4.
What do I roll?
1d4 plus strength.
The Hulk.
Puny God.
8.
8.
8. Yeah, 8.
You smack down at this one. He picks up a shield. And he goes, and he just smacks him through the shield. He's, ah! But he's still standing.
How about the one in my hand? Does he take damage too?
Oh, he's dead. as he smacks the shield, there's a.
It's now a
bones
limp
just
body
shatter
of lizard
across-
being.
Yeah, as his bones just shatter across the shield.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you was gonna happen tonight?
I'm about to.
They have the audacity to go into human villages for gold. I just didn't know where the line fucking ended.
Are you flossing right now?
Yeah.
Fucking 2 bowls of popcorn, like at a shop.
Fuck.
I'm beating the motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Rolling your
There he
attack.
is.
Okay, my hand.
You slam the kobold down, and at this point, when you hit the other kobold, it holds the shield up again, and you just slam, and he sort of crumples to the ground, but he's still kind of standing up. He's still standing and ready to fight. But the other kobold you hit him with, when you smacked, the head went all over the shield, and now like more bones broke, and they're even more limp, like the arms are dislocated and even more floppy. There's no head on it. It's not.
This motherfucker is still alive?
Yeah, the other one's still alive.
Okay, well we'll keep on doing this.
Lander.
Just
like-
punt him.
I'm gonna feint, like I'm going to like swing at him again to like try and get him to raise a shield again, and then I'm gonna fucking punt his ass.
There you go.
Make a strength check.
I believe.
17.
17. He goes to raise up, and then immediately your trunk of a leg swings forward and connects with his whole body and punts it backwards. He flies over the over the mushroom patch, hits the floor and tumbles into the next patch, but doesn't move again.
Does that mean he's dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead? Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping Bartleby would have gotten an attack of opportunity on him while he's being moved away.
Yeah, you punted him. I rolled dice, by the way. You punted him 13 feet away.
Oh, god damn.
That's awesome.
Now you're just standing there holding a broken iguana.
You are still indeed holding a broken iguana.
How broken is he?
But we are out. He is. There's not a bone solid left in his body.
Okay, so
no head. And because of the amount of you've been swinging him, most of the blood has left the neck.
It's just pulverized.
It's like Nora with the Grim. Oh, it's broken.
It's a piece of white, scaly flesh that makes a rattling sound it shouldn't.
I'm gonna drop that.
Good. Good move.
I'm gonna go over to what is this the one I ripped the head off of?
Yes.
Okay, so he's good. I'm gonna go over to this one and I'm gonna stomp its head flat.
Make a strength. For fun, make a strength check. I want to see.
I kind of duck and cover
13.
at this point.
13.
Yeah.
With a god-awful crunch that even Lander can hear. You just stomp his head into dust.
Whoa.
Is it free action now?
Yeah, we are. We're back into storytelling. So
I'm gonna go stomp that one's head in too.
Roll another strength check.
Lander, get your ass over this pit right now.
19 threats critical. Critical.
Maggie, get the others over here.
You stomp so hard, you hit the chest instead of the head, but you go through the stone floor.
Oh my god.
10?
10.
This time you were not fast enough.
Is a 10-foot hole really that big of a detriment?
Just, like,
This one is 12.
This one was just a tiny bit deeper. They knew you were coming.
You stomp down and it goes, and you go to step out of it, but you just couldn't step enough, and your next foot falls on air as you fall forward. As the stone breaks, you fall face first.
How far
one
forward is this a
bludgeoning
10-foot hole?
One bludgeoning
You said
damage.
12, I
Take
think?
one bludgeoning damage.
Hunter, is this a 10-foot long hole?
This is about 12 feet long.
Okay, I was about to say, because if it was shorter than that, I could have clipped my head on the other end.
You fall down and you take one bludgeoning damage. Now you're at the bottom of a 12-foot hole.
I'm gonna climb out. I can. I'm 8'4". I can reach
up. Yeah, you reach up and just pull yourself up on the other side.
I swear to God, the next time you need help, I'm gonna spit in your fucking underwear. I hate you so much.
Why underwear?
That can't hurt him where it hurts the most.
Listen, Bollo.
I want you guys to know.
Why do you think he wears underwear?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sure where that's going.
I go commando.
Alright, so what do we do?
Is there a how?
No, sir. Mr. Caution to the feckin' wind. You march your ass right through the quicksand like you bloody well should.
All right, fine. This is what you want. I stomp through.
Oh, I thought there was no wind was not. Oh.
Make a dexterity save.
God.
I swear to
That's
God,
what
if you guys
you
kill me. 9.
Yeah. 9. That's what you get.
You take 4 piercing damage. As you are walking through the mud, you realize that underneath the mud are just iron spikes sticking straight up. And you just step, and by the time you hit the first one, you're halfway through the mud, and then you're just slamming down on spikes. You're trying to get all the way to the other side. You managed to get to the other side, but you take 4 piercing damage.
Hey, I mean,
Hey,
I made it.
You're going the wrong way.
Why would they put a fucking trap on the ground if there wasn't something behind it, Smarty?
There's a trap on the other side too, and there's a door.
To your right, there is a wooden door.
God damn it!
There's a door on this side too!
I think we all know what's gonna happen, so I need Garzhvog to roll a strength check.
At this point, I'd like to take
That
the rope in my
19.
inventory and fucking hang myself.
Okay, you said this right here is a hole.
It is 10 feet wide, and it goes down. You can't from this angle see how deep it goes.
I'm gonna go kick that bitch in there.
Roll a strength check.
Spartan kick.
Are you wait? You said you raged? Have you actually raged?
Yes, I'm raging. So I have
Alright,
advantage.
so Garzhvog slams the door down and then just flexes and goes, ah! And roars, and his muscle seems to bulge outward. His veins are pushed to the surface, and his an aura
have
seems to
such
go
an
around
erection.
him. It wasn't his head that broke the door.
Stork creatine. Fuck.
Alright, so roll your strength check.
Creatine? No. What is the fucking power check?
I have advantage on strength checks. Well,
You do indeed have advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, creatine.
Did you
24.
beat I was about to say, did you beat a 7?
yeah, yeah, I
Doesn't
did.
he naturally beat a 7?
Because you Sparta kicked this dragon shield straight into the fucking pit.
Is it a? It looks like water. Is it
Good.
A pool or is it
He's
water?
gonna fucking drown with the other Persians that are down there.
Jesus.
You ran up and just kicked right in the face, and he falls down into the pit. And now that you get there, there's an awful smell coming down. You look down, it's about a 20-foot deep pit that at the bottom is just excrement.
It's a shit.
Squatty potty.
Can I?
He landed at a bad angle, and you heard a crack from the bottom, but he's still alive, clawing at the walls.
Oh wow,
So fucked up.
that's so bad.
Yeah. I want to ram my staff into the one behind me. I mean, I'm hoping.
You want
I
to
know
ram
this-
him so hard.
Okay. So,
Yes.
roll your attack.
Giggity.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Then I just want to come around and clock the other guy.
Okay, so roll
So
your attack
basically,
against him.
hit, punch,
Yeah.
and then turn around and punch, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
your attack
You're
against him.
doing it, Maggie. You're believing in yourself.
You
You're being
can't
a
see.
monk. You're being a monk. Look at you go now. I'm so
fighting
proud of you,
multiple-
Lassie.
She's fighting multiple people at once. What monks are
Oh, I'm so
designed for.
proud of you.
You can't.
All right. Okay, I am going to try to. Is there like? Can I walk around this thing?
Dexterity save.
Make a perception check as your free action.
Okay.
Us motherfuckers all waded through this fucking nasty ass water.
None of you thought to look for a fucking path.
Fucking
iron
iron
ore. 12.
Yeah, you can find a path safely around the side.
Yay.
Yeah.
It was a DC 10 to find the path on the side that none of you fucking looked for.
Yay.
Lander's
time for caution.
Hi guys.
No time for caution.
Lander gets into the room with no mud on his boots.
I have all kinds of
I almost died, but
various
at least I'm
liquids on my
clean.
boots.
Alright, and now roll your attack.
Garzhvog, I'm
They're
so
me?
sorry. Okay, I got a 9, but actually I rolled a nat 1.
What?
Would you like to use the mark of the traveler? Or blessing of the traveler?
Yes.
Blessing granted.
I said one thing to both of you, and it was the same sentence.
I didn't get a nat 1 though.
So you get a reroll.
17,
That's bad.
Hit.
9.
All right, you loose the arrow. It goes underneath Garzhvog's like swinging arm, or as he's going up to grab another, it like brushes underneath him. You feel the the feathers, the fletching, and it smacks the kobold right in the face.
Did it kill him or no?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yes.
Yay! You still got.
Do not get involved.
What the fuck?
The door is unlocked.
I calmly open the fucking door without
What'd you get?
6.
Just break your
You
ice
are
and pee.
thoroughly confident there are no traps on the door.
I'm going to slowly open the door.
It's fine.
Cool. I'm going to wait.
That while he's doing that, I take all the kobold bodies from this room and throw them in the shit.
Noted.
17.
A set list? You have multiple songs.
No, of like the entire org. This is my performance.
He made a whole album for this one performance.
You heard it all that fast.
Fuck you
You
guys.
gotta drop this mixtape.
Yo.
Bolo the Fire Tongue.
Just promise me if you did that you'll send it to me so I can.
I absolutely did not.
When we become internet famous for this, we'll drop Bolo's mixtape as an analog.
I can provide mixing equipment or recording equipment.
It's gonna be Dallas's voice alone and a tambourine.
Like I'm playing like off beat because I can't technically sing. I'm just like yeah.
And then someone to the side with a single drumstick but no drums. He's just kind of tapping on the desk with it.
And he's like bored. Like he's not even supposed to be recording his stuff.
It'll be perfect.
He's not even tapping anything. He's just swinging it around
More
in the air.
cowbell.
Yes.
I put my pants on one leg at a
Cowbell.
time, just like all of you.